Suzanne Flynn.
My name is Bryan Flynn. We
own Noblesville, Muncie, Westfield, and 96 and Lantern.
Well, it all started about 2013. We evaluated a few different types of franchises, and the thing that struck me so much about HotBox was that Gabe Connell, the founder of HotBox, kind of took me under his wing. I spent about 3 months working at his stores, learning all the ins and outs of how to make pizzas, to managing a store, and I didn't get that sort of feedback from any of the other franchises that we looked at.
My favorite specialty pie is the summer pie.
I have to go with the winter pie. Mac and cheese, bacon, drizzle, double drizzle. No restaurant experience whatsoever. CPA, was a controller at a law firm for about 10 years, so it was a completely new process for me. That's one of the reasons why having Gabe taking me under his wing was so important, because I had no restaurant experience whatsoever. Was it easy to get it up to speed in the restaurant industry? That's a good question. It's different. There's some things about the restaurant industry that is really nice. There's flexibility with your time. We have kids, so it allowed us to be able to participate in volunteering with the kids, to be able to go to soccer games, any other thing like that. The things that are more difficult is the staffing. That's the biggest hurdle to get through and the biggest transition. Grand openings.
We only really had
We only really had
So we purchased two of our hot boxes, so they were actually corporate owned hot boxes, and we purchased those. So we didn't have grand openings. Our very first grand opening, which was Noblesville, we had a good time marketing it, had these cute little tickets that corporate made for us so that we were able to give people VIP tickets. And I think it was a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. It's a great time to get your employees kind of their first real life experience of making pizza for customers and friends. It's a nice experience.
Muncie was our second one, and it was a little different. Actually, Gabe came to that one, and I feel like the training with the pie makers was a little lacking at that location, so it was a little bit rockier, less chill, but it was still fun. We had a lot of relatives that came up and ate food up in the Muncie location, and they otherwise probably wouldn't have been in Muncie.
It's a great time to work out all the kinks.
Yeah.
A lot. You know, when things are running smoothly with the nationwide staffing shortage, it's been difficult. But when things are running smoothly, it's really, you know, we can take a 2-week vacation and be fine. Unfortunately, right now we're not at that point, but it does allow you a lot of free time and flexibility with your schedule.
Yes, and we utilize GroupMe, which is a free app. And so that allows us to, even if we're not physically at the locations, we are very much involved in what's going on day to day, shift to shift. We can chime in and do a lot of things we don't have to be at the stores to do. We can do them from home, we can do them from a vacation.
Right. Remote access.
Right, remote
stores.
access. I mean, I'm definitely in the stores Mondays and Fridays, and then usually on the weekend I'll pop up to Muncie just because it's easier to do it on the weekend. But it's really, once you get into a groove and a routine, you kind of tend to just sort of settle into that, and for the most part, just follow that kind of schedule.
What advice would I give to people looking into franchising a HotBox pizza? I think one of the coolest things that I did in the very beginning was to actually work in a store, make pizzas, deliver pizzas, kind of experience the whole process of what it's like to own a pizza restaurant. Even though I was a CPA and was stuck in the office, I found that being interactive with people, making pizzas, talking to customers, I found that very fun and a nice change of pace from what I was used to, because it's the best pizza in the world.
I think that Bryan really evaluated some national brands, local brands, sandwich places, hair places. He really did a deep dive, and really HotBox far and above was his first choice. So it worked out well that the franchise was willing to take a chance on him as well. You know, that you need both parties to agree and for the relationship to work. So I think we were lucky in that way.
Correct, yeah.